Hello, and welcome to episode 28 of D Nice Knits. My name is Denise, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as DNice515. I'd like to thank new and returning viewers for coming back to listen to me talk about yarn for about 20 minutes. It's a beautiful May day, so I have the windows open, so you might hear people cutting their lawns and stuff. And I'm a little warm, so my hair's in a ponytail because I couldn't deal when I was getting all my stuff ready. So first of all, I didn't put out a podcast in April because I wasn't feeling really up to it, and I have a lot of knitting because when I'm not feeling great emotionally, emotionally I knit a lot. I turn to knitting. It's one of my comforts. It's one of my coping skills, so I have quite a bit of knitting to talk about. So here we go. I have a list somewhere. I lost it already. Great, this is how you do it. So I'm going to start where I always start, and that's with socks. I have finished 3 pairs of socks, and we'll start with these. So these are a pair of Opal, I think they're called Opal Yoga Sport, or Opal Sport and Yoga, the yoga colorway. And I did my original formula, which is Judy's Magic Cast On, up to 60 stitches on a US 2.5 millimeter needle. I put a stitch marker every 10 rows. I go to 65 rows, then I do a fish lips kiss heel, and then I think I did 50 rounds of a leg, and then 12 rounds of ribbing, and then I do Jenny's Surprising Stretchy Bind Off on a US 5, so it flares out a little bit, but not when it's on your leg. So I have 2 of those, obviously, because I did 2. So those are all done. And then my aunt, I think I mentioned last time, she's not feeling well, so she asked me, I knit her a prayer shawl, and I've been working on her front garden a little bit. So when I was working on it, I had socks on, and she said, did you make those socks like you make your mom's socks? And I said, yes. Would you like a pair of socks? And she said yes, but she's a size 10. So I said I could still make you a pair of socks. That's fine. And my best friend's husband is a size 9, I think, in men's, which is close to a size woman's 10. I think a men's 8 is a woman's 10. So it's similar. So I said I would make her a sock in the same way that I make his socks, and then I would just try it on her. So I have made my aunt 2 pairs of socks. So this is the first one. This is also a new thing because her favorite color is light blue, which I think I mentioned last time, and I didn't know it was her favorite color. So this is Patton's Croy in the Coastal Sands colorway, which I love this color. And I think they're discontinuing it because it was on sale for $5. So I don't know if they're discontinuing it, they're just not going to sell it anymore at the Joann's that I went to. And once again, I do a stitch marker every 10 rows. But for this one, on Patton's Croy, it's a little thicker than some other sock yarns, most sock yarns. So I use a 2.75 millimeter, a US 2 needle, and I did Judy's Magic Cast On, starting with 12, and I increased to 60 stitches, and then I did, I think, 68 rounds, and then a fish lips kiss heel, and then I did 50 again, and then 12 ribbing, and then the cast off using a US 5. So it's 60 stitches. So it's the same numbers as my best friend's husband's socks, and I tried this one on her, and then I finished the second one, which is this one here, which I really like. And then, oh, I didn't finish this one. I still have the needle on this one. This one's almost done, so I'll finish this one today because I'm giving them to her tomorrow. So this is, again, 60 stitches, 68 rounds, 50 rounds of a leg, 12 by 12 ribbing, and then I cast off using a US 5. And this is Patton's Croy again in the turquoise jacquard or something like that. And I know it's warm and making her socks, but she might get cold during the day. I don't know. There's AC. I don't know, but I thought she would like them. So I made her 2 pairs, and I'm going to make her another pair too. But that's it for my finished socks. And then, well, one is almost done. It'll be done today. So I'm lying. It's not almost done. And then for my aunt, I made her a prayer shawl, which I think I showed you the beginning of it last week and last time. And so this is the finished picture of it. It fits her really nice. She wore it. My cousin said she wore it the entire week, and it's warm now, so I'm sure she's not wearing it right now. But she liked it so much that she asked me for another one. She asked me for one in like a cream or a bone color, and I didn't have enough yarn of that one, of course, to make her a bone color. Oh, I finished a hat too for my coworkers, so we'll put this here. This is a hat for my coworker because they worked for me when I was moving 3 months ago, but then they got into a car accident, so they didn't work for two months. Yeah, and I never finished it because they weren't coming to work. So I finished it when they finally came back to work, and then I gave her the hat, which happened to be on her birthday, and I didn't even realize that I was giving it to her on her birthday, so it was a birthday present for her. And she really liked it. She put it on as soon as I gave it to her, which was cool. And that's it for finished objects. Yes, that's it. And then, so my aunt asked for another prayer shawl. I'm moving into whips now. My aunt asked for another prayer shawl, and she asked for it in a bone color, which I didn't have, or like a light gold color, which I also don't have. So then she said burgundy, and I don't have burgundy, but I know I could go to the store and buy burgundy because that's an easy color to find. So this is a new purchase and a work in progress. So I bought her Super Saver Jumbo in the color Claret. Isn't that? I think that's a gemstone, right? Clarnet? I don't know. I don't know what color that is. Can you see that? Yeah, that color. But it's like a burgundy wine color. It's showing redder than, it's more purple in real life. And then I am working on, and I made sure to be at the end of the row, the same prayer shawl is called the Mini Wool Weavers Shawl. It's free, and I will link all of my projects below. Most of my projects are free patterns. If I pay for them, they're very cheap. Like the fish lips conceal is $1. Or, you know, I don't know. I'll pay for a pattern if I really, really want it. That sounds bad, but it's the truth. So for this one, it's a 4-row repeat, and this one I have not messed up. The first one I kept messing up over and over again. It's blowing out. It's not as red as that. It's this color back here, more burgundy. But as I go forward, it's like more of a red color. Anyway, so you increase on these every 3rd row, and then you increase on the outside every other row. So there's always a knit back row, which is nice so you only have to focus here and here and here every 3 rows. So, and as it's getting longer, I have less it's just knit, 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 knit. So I'm almost done with this. I have maybe, I don't know, 12 or so rows left because the rows are getting really long. I do not like this as much as I liked obviously, Nicole Stitch Studio Classic, because it's my favorite yarn. It's nice and soft, but they don't sell that anymore because AC Moore is closed. Rest in peace, AC Moore. And then last time I was working on this hat. As you can see, it's not on needles. I was going to do, what's it called, an inside out hat, but I don't like the way it pulled. I don't like pulling. I don't know why I thought that I would like this. So I pulled the needles out, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yarn. I do like how sparkly it is, but I really don't like pulling. I like the way it looked up here. And that's it. And I knew it, and like I knit almost an entire hat. It is an entire hat. So maybe I'll make this again, but with like self-striping yarn or something. Because this spring I wore, I have three fingering weight hats, and I wore them a lot, and I liked the way they felt because they weren't too warm, and I could wear them inside the house or at work to cover my hair when I didn't feel like straightening it or wearing it curly. And then my next project is called, I don't know what the wrapper is. Okay, I'm using Scarfy. What is this? Lion Brand Scarfy. And I got it on sale. You can see it was on clearance for $3. It's 150 grams, 78% acrylic, 22% wool. And it is this colorway. It's black and teal. And it stripes like this. And once again, I am using a Fisherman's rib pattern, and I did 26 stitches on a US 10. Even though the ball band calls for a 9, I went up to a 10, and it's nice and fluffy and soft, and I like it a lot. And of course, these are my favorite colors, black and teal. I wear black a lot. I wear teal a lot. As you can see, I'm wearing teal right now. This is tie-dye, so it's not like different color shirts. And then my last work in progress is I have decided I don't like underwire bras. They're bothering the crap out of me lately. I don't sit with a good posture, as you can tell. So like the bras, like the underwire sometimes digs into me. I'm probably wearing the wrong size bra too. Probably. I think in December I bought a bralette, and even though I'm like bigger chested, they fit me right. So I brought 2 bralettes, and then I brought another 2, and when I'm home and when I'm just hanging out, or when I'm just like picking up my daughter from school or dropping her off from school, I wear a bralette because they don't have the underwire and they're comfortable. Yeah, but there are bralette patterns on, what is that called? Ravelry. So it's Jessie made designs, and she had 2 free designs. So I decided to try the free design. So this is called the Secret Little Crop, I think, which is a crop top, but I'm going to make it into a bralette. And I am using scraps. It is 2 fingering weights held double, or you could use DK weight or worsted weight, but I am using scrap yarn. So this is scrap yarn from sock that I finished 2 years ago, I think. And then this is Nicole Stitch Studio samples, which is 50%. It's 50% wool, 25% nylon, 25% acrylic. No, sorry, 50% acrylic, 25% wool, 25% nylon. And I don't like the way that this pools, because I tried to make socks with it before and I didn't like it. And I have like 4 of these because they were $1 at AC Moore when AC Moore was open. So this, the bottom is one yarn. I think it was an opal. Is it opal? I think it was a Regia leftovers was the bottom, and I'm holding this throughout. And then I have this one held together. As you can see, I switched yarns here, and it's all ribbing, and I have it all squished up on a 16-inch needle, but it's supposed to be, I think, a 39-inch. I of course did not swatch because it's in ribbing, so it'll stretch, right? I love the way it's coming out. I don't see much, what's that called, pooling. I don't really, and I love the way it's coming out. Maybe I might make a hat out of this with some more blue leftovers. I have so many blue leftovers because blue is my favorite color, and I knit with blue all the time. So I have that, and then I have one more sock leftover that will be at the top, and another one of these. So those are all that yarn there. And then I'm gonna go into new things slash future knitting. So when my aunt asked me to make her that shawl, I think it was like 2 weeks before my birthday or 3 weeks before my birthday, and I saw that Joann's Fabrics was having clearance on a lot of their patterns Croy, and I don't know why. I asked, and they said that they were just clearanced out, that they weren't discontinuing patterns Croy, but they had a lot. So if you live in Rhode Island, the Warwick Joann's has quite a bit of certain colorways. A lot of my favorite colors, this one and this one and this one, are on clearance, and even this one wasn't marked with the sticker, but it was still on clearance. So these I think I bought 4 of these, 2 more of these, and 4 of these, because I think they're all very gender neutral colors. Oh, and I bought these too, because I make socks for my husband and my best friend's husband in Patton's Croy, and sometimes my mom. They had quite a few colors, so I think I spent maybe $60. And my dad, oh sorry, I dropped the yarn. My dad gave me money for my parents gave me money for my birthday, so I spent it on yarn, lots of yarn. And then I went to the Dollar Tree in Attleboro, if you live in New England, had, what is this called? Premier Symphony yarn, which is my favorite yarn, sock yarn. Yes, it was. After Patton's Croy, it was this, but they don't sell this anymore. It's discontinued, and they had just this colorway at the Dollar Tree, and for some reason I decided to buy, I think 12 of them. So I paid $1 each when they were like $6 at Joann's and I already had, I think, 4 of these of this colorway, and I think I would be able to dye it. So yeah, so I bought 12 of them. So now I have 16 or 18 skeins, 16 skeins of this yarn. And I think I could dye it blue, I could dye it black. I'm hoping I can like over dye it with black and make like black yarn, and you won't be able to see the stripes. But even if you do see the stripes, I think it would be okay. I don't know. Blue, green, even the regular colorway is pretty. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was such a good deal that they had them for $1. So I bought so many. And then in June 1st, I watched the Crazy Sock Lady podcast. Yes, that's what it's called. The Crazy Sock Lady podcast, and like 20,000 other people watch it. And she's doing summer sock camp. So on June 1st, she starts a sock knit along. So I'm not knitting any socks right now until June 1st. I'm not starting because whips aren't included. And then I want to finish some of this other stuff like the shawl and the scarf that I made. And then June 1st, I am going to cast on some gift socks and some socks yarn that I've saved. Like, I don't know why I've had some of this yarn for 3 years, maybe 4 years, that I won in contests or I purchased and I thought was beautiful, but I'm saving them for a special occasion. So I have 4 of them here that I love. I love these yarns. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of these. This I got from a yarn shop that was near me that was closing, and they dyed it there. It's called Yarnia in Woonsocket, but it closed. Woonsocket, Rhode Island, it closed. And then this sock yarn I won. It's a Lonely Sock Lady yarn. I don't know. I won it off of Instagram. I don't know if she does yarn anymore, but it's a self-striping sock set with 50 grams and 20 gram mini in green, and it's called Violets or Blue, which I love. So I would do the heel, I think, in the green, and then just to keep the striping order on the top of the foot, and this. And then these 2 are from Nicole C. Mendez. She is from Germany. Oh my god, I can't get here we go. Nicole C. Mendez. I don't know if it's backwards for you. Anyway, she sells on Etsy and from Germany, and I really like this, and she has very good pricing for self-striping yarn. So I liked both of these. This one I think I won, and this one I purchased. Yes, because this one just has a number. It's 2118. It's a non-repeatable number and colorway. And then this colorway is The Rain That Flew In Sideways, which is really pretty. This one I really love. So this one I think will be my first cast on for summer sock camp, and then this one will be my second one, I think. And then I might want to do like a stripy hat with both of these, or do a hat each. I don't know yet, but I really like that. And that, I think. Oh, and then my aunt asked for a cream. Oh my god, I keep dropping things. A cream shawl. So I have this one that again I got on clearance at Walmart because it doesn't have a tag. So it was like $3.86, and I just saw this, so I bought. And it's a Super Saver in the buff colorway. So much for not buying sock yarn or any yarn, because I think I've bought more yarn in the past like 2 weeks than I did of all of last year. Maybe, I think, yeah. So back on the yarn diet train, I hope. And technically I used a lot of the money that my dad gave me. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell myself. And that's it. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.